Mr. Mason Petit career of public service begins with a military service in the Vietnam era. He has worked for various state and local government agencies since then and continues today with the Washington State Employment Security Department, where he is an employment counselor in the WIA unit specializing in the Federal Trade Act program. His duties include finding retraining and educational opportunities for dislocated workers whose jobs have been lost overseas as a result of international trade agreements under GATT and under NAFTA. He has been an active member of the Washington State Employees Union, local number 1221, and today he will also represent the American Federation of State, County, and Municipal Employees, the AFL-CIO.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman. My name is Mason Petit. I'm a Trade Adjustment Assistance Counselor from Spokane, Washington. I'm representing the Washington Federation of State Employees and the American Federation of State, County, and Municipal Employees. I appreciate appearing today and ask that you include my full statement in the record. Mr. Chairman, the present workforce system is seriously out of balance. Federal leadership has shrunk in favor of devolution. The voice of workers has been almost silenced, and publicly administered systems have been neglected. WIA has obscured the distinction between local WIA programs and the State Employment Service. WIA no longer targets low-income groups or requires any spending on training services. All job seekers must first go through core services, which are similar to Wagner-Peiser labor exchange services. Core services are becoming the only WIA service in some areas and are beginning to fill in for the drastic decline in funding for the statewide labor exchange system. These factors have played out in my area. When I started at the job service in 1978, we had a wide range of Wagner-Peiser staff and resources. We marketed our services to employers, had industry specialists, and worked personally with job seekers to evaluate their skills and needs. Today, we have only 5 employment specialists compared to 25 in the early 1980s and no ability to work personally with employers or develop industrial expertise. Not all of our state employees are paid through Wagner-Peiser, however. WIA has contracted with the State Employment Service Agency to provide public labor exchange services. Until recently, our local WIA board funded 2 one-stop centers, WorkSource Spokane, a full-service public center operated by the State Employment Service, and an affiliate center run by a private nonprofit, Career Path Services. WorkSource Spokane referred all job-ready individuals to the public labor exchange services provided through Wagner-Peiser. For other job seekers, we developed an employment plan and referred them to appropriate WIA paid training. In contrast, Career Path Services resisted referring WIA-eligible job seekers to training and relied heavily on self-help systems that can't help workers understand the full range of available WIA services. Career Path Services evolved into a publicly funded private job placement operation that duplicated the employment service work. Low cost and quick turnaround was the rule. As of July 1, Career Path Services is managing all WIA-funded services in Spokane County. Now, our WIA-funded state employees in WorkSource Spokane can't provide workers the full range of available services. Money for training and support services has been drastically reduced. We think Congress should clearly distinguish the roles of various parts of the workforce system so that the State Employment Service becomes the primary provider of labor exchange services, allowing WIA to focus on training and intensive services. We urge you to require that at least half of WIA funds pay for training and rebuild the Wagner-Peiser system as a strong state and interstate system of publicly provided labor exchange activities. Such a strategy would benefit both systems. A publicly operated statewide labor exchange provides many benefits. It's where unemployment insurance and TAA recipients enter the workforce system. It provides WIA rapid response services. It develops and analyzes statewide labor information that can help guide state, regional, and local economic development strategies and the content of effective training. A statewide structure also has flexibility that local programs don't have. It can shift staff around to respond to emergencies and fill in gaps where resources are scarce or don't exist. For example, when the TAA caseload in the Spokane area pushed 400, the State Employment Service provided resources for 2 additional staff to help me while our needs lasted. The State Employment Service also helped coordinate the recruitment effort for the massive cleanup after the eruption of Mount St. Helens, and Virginia conducted a similar shifting of staff to Northern Virginia after 9/11. This structure could not have been patched together from private or solely local sources at the last minute. The public state-operated labor exchange structure also is important in rural states and rural parts of states, especially for agricultural employers. Private companies prefer to work in urban and suburban areas where the work is more profitable. Despite the value of statewide public labor exchange, DOL has proposed legislation and regulatory change to end it. AFSCME strongly opposes DOL's attempt to end the public labor exchange system and privatize publicly operated state agency programs. We believe that WIA and Wagner-Peiser should be complementary, not competitive parts of the same system. Thank you for this opportunity to appear here today. We look forward to working with you, and I'd be happy to answer any questions.